Today is a good day and I'm going into this with a positive mental attitude. Today is not going to be in True Evil GT style. Today is going to be epic, and that's because our Mark II Leon Cupra K1 is finally getting tuned. And that means only one thing: you've got to come to this place. This place now is incredible. This is the new reception area, new coffee area. This is where our lease usually sits. And obviously this is where the workshop is. And today is a bit of a dealer day, but I'm hoping to gate crash it with a bit of Cupra tuning. This is Awesome GTI's new lounge for their dyno cell just over there. And it's absolutely unbelievable. So whilst the guys are gonna be strapping my car down on the dyno, I might treat myself to a ginger beer maybe. So whilst the guys are setting the car up on the dyno, I'll tell you a little bit more about the engine just here. We have a forge intercooler, racing line intake, R8 coil packs, and there's washer rods and pistons. The engine's been completely took out, stripped down, rebuilt, put back together, all new bolts and whatever else that they have. We couldn't be any better set up for this to be stage 3. Oh, tucked down the back is a TT 480, so all the compression in the cylinders is fine. There should be no excuses for this to make at least 400 horsepower. Whilst the Cupra is being strapped to the dyno, a friend of ours, Mr. Lee from Leeds, the other Lee, this is the green Lambo Lee. For anybody who's not watched the road trip videos, this is the other Lee who also had his car took off him. But he's bought a Yaris GR. I've been dying to have a go in one of these. They look epic. This one, was it 900 miles, about £38,000 or something?
No, this is the other one. I'm going to buy one from Toyota Macclesfield at 38,995. We went over last Sunday and the salesman were just... I found this one on the Auto Trader and the gentleman wanted 36,500 for it. I actually paid 35,500 for it.
How many miles has it done?
18 now, but it had done 14.
Does the drive live up to the expectation?
Oh, very much so, yeah.
It's good fun?
Yeah, brilliant.
Can we go for a quick spin?
Yes, sir.
Let's go. I can't believe how much grip it's got. God. Oh, is it rev matching? Like it blips the throttle?
Yeah.
That's class. This car is so good. It's so good. You would never in a million years think it was just a 1.63 cylinder. I want one. That's so impressive. That, I mean, at 30,000 for a high mileage older one, maybe 37, 38 for a lower mileage newer one. Down to 27 grand now.
Yeah.
Cheapest one's down to £27,000, which for something like that is an absolute bargain. Right, I've literally left you alone with my car for 2 minutes until there's blue smoke coming out of it.
Your car?
My car, yeah, this is my car.
Whose car is it?
This is definitely my car, this. I've been daily driving this car.
Have you paid for it?
No, have you?
You can give me some money if you want.
This is my motor, this. Oh, I can swap it for your GT3 if you want.
Keep that.
We're sat in the Cupra, as you can see. We have Ash, who helps me with the mechanic stuff. Well, basically I point him in the right direction, he does a bit, you know, this and the other. Ben here who calibrates, so I'll obviously have to help Ben next. And then we've got Lee who's hiding behind me, just a hand. Uncle Leroy there behind. But anyway, shall we guess what this is running now as standard with the wherever this base map is it's got? We guess.
I mean, whatever it is.
Whatever it is. What is
the
it?
one I've specifically written exactly for you, Ben.
With no boost.
Yeah. With no boost.
Probably got about 200 horsepower, I reckon. What do you reckon it is horsepower's?
250.
250.
237.
237.
Yeah. I reckon it's more than you think.
Really?
I'm going to go 251 to cover anything above.
Why are you cheating?
Well, they were only two.
I only cheat. He's right to the map.
You shouldn't even be asking him. He knows the figures.
I know. Well, they were only 240 horsepower when they were brand new.
Yeah, but it's got a massive blower on it, even though it ain't got much boost.
Right. Okay. Well, it feels like.
Hang on. I'm disadvantaging myself by telling you all my tricks.
Yeah, definitely are. Well, I thought it got about 200, maybe 210 maximum. For the purpose of the project, as long as it starts with a 4, I'm not particularly bothered. It just needs to be 400 and something. Otherwise, you'll have spent 20 grand for, well, absolutely no reason, really. So this is run 1 base.
Run 1, completely base, no configured booster, just wastegate boost.
What are we saying?
I don't think you're going to like what I've got to tell you.
What is it, Ben?
This is broke.
Apparently it's 295 horsepower.
Stop it.
I knew it. It went well. 295?
No
That's
chance.
apparently what it is.
There is absolutely no way this has got...
Edgy.
What?
That means we can get 500 now.
Gotta do, hasn't it?
It's how it works.
Just have like 100 newton meters then.
And this is the problem, your relationship between torque and RPM and horsepower.
295 horsepower is reasonably good power now. Brad didn't think it was anywhere near that. You get so used to driving cars with more power that when you get into something that's got good power, you think it's not. Not only that, I've just realised that I was the furthest away from the base run and Ben was the closest at 251 horsepower. So far, I owe everyone a breakfast. So that there explains why this doesn't feel, to me anyway, particularly quick. It's the torque in a car for me that gives you the sensation of the power, the push that it gives you. And obviously that at 365, 370 newton meters is what's making it not feel very fast to me, although it is nearly 300 horsepower. I don't want any pops and bangs, please. None of that. No. Don't map any of that stuff in. No. The little burbles when when you let off, the little bubble. I quite like that. That's cool.
Right. Seeing how Ben supposedly built this, which I know is not true. Yeah. He's watched it being built. You might as well tune it, eh?
I may as well. Pass me that laptop, can't be that hard, can it? Yeah, what do we do?
No, I don't know.
Why are you taking the radio out?
Go on, Ben, you're probably best off explaining.
I've got a communication issue on the OBD. So we're just going to pull this out, make sure that's not interfering with any of the communication.
Yeah, somebody commented the other day saying, this Cupra's taking way too long, this project. Bearing in mind it's been on 4 months, that's it. And it's had engine out and all kinds. But this is what we have to put up with. This is what we have to deal with. It's not just as easy as just going, oh yeah, it just needs tuning now. Never that easy. We're messing about with head units, for God's sake. I think we've cracked it. I don't know if it was directly related to the head unit, but we've unplugged it anyway. And now it seems to be working, so who knows?
You don't look that bothered, you've got a donut in your hand.
Well, I've had no dinner. I'm absolutely starving. And these were going spare from the dealer day, so I thought I'd help myself.
Seems to stay off them a bit.
Probably do, actually. I've been good lately. No one's noticed, but I have lost a little bit. Only a little bit.
Oh, you're looking peak fitness.
Proper trim. I'm gonna go and show these wet wipes up there how to do the gym anyway. Oh, mate! What are you messing about with that for?
Right, okay, snapped it now. So go from my deadlift into here and then press it.
Let's see you do it then.
No.
Lee, what are we saying for the first flash?
395.
I'm gonna say 360.
Did you look at the junction then?
No, I don't want to be honest. I didn't do my mirror signal manoeuvre, mate. You're right. Absolutely
three
right.
mirrors there, use them.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Didn't do my shoulder checks, no, nothing.
And you're already on 4 minors there.
You know why, don't you? Well, fully qualified truck driver, I don't need to follow no rules.
Yes, do what you want. Oh!
We're into that.
That's quicker that.
That's quicker!
You reckon?
Yes! Nice!
That was definitely quicker that.
Sounds like
That
a
is
pretty cool
quicker,
line, isn't it?
yeah.
311.
311?
Ben,
You owe me. What happened there?
what's happening here?
I don't know.
There you go, you see. So that's, you don't get like loads of power from that little bit of boost.
Yeah, go
Oh,
on.
you said you turned it up by 30%.
Yeah.
Let's go 130%.
I reckon that's a great idea.
130.
130%.
I love more than 100% of anything, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than 30% more than the maximum.
Absolutely.
That's what we want.
Just the right
That's
amount.
the way we do it, Ben.
Oh, well, yeah.
Know that.
Full send, they call it.
Yeah, they do full set, and that's the reason why we break shit.
I think I've just realised why they might be, why we might be low on the horsepower.
Right?
How's that?
The other day when you said go and fill it up, I put Asda in it.
Who did?
I put Asda fuel in it.
Well, since then though, I fueled it up, but you've not put Asda fuel in this car. Definitely, I know you've not. There's no Asda
Sure
fuel in it.
Because if there's lots of fuel in it, right,
Okay, his
and then you've just put like some more on top,
yeah.
that's not really going to make it any better.
Yeah, but I've heard of your work, and you, if there's anyone who can tune a car with Asda fuel into 500 horsepower, it's you.
I don't know, it might be Morrison's actually.
All we're going to do is change the boost, allowed percentage of boost on the boost controller.
How good you
On
German?
this bottom line, you don't need it. I've done it all for you. Ben.
Okay.
Right, this bottom line here, you see
Yeah.
how it's yellow at the moment. If you highlight all that bottom line there, right,
Yeah.
and press equals, which is up here, and you decide not 130 how much boost you'd like.
So, okay, so you're on 30% here. That's.
I've put it all across the
29.6.
board. I know that's a really, hokey way of doing it for the moment,
Yeah.
but we just want to see where we end up, don't we? Where we've got to get some foundations.
So we can use Evil GT99, right?
It's 99 RON fuel, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 99 boost, isn't it?
There you go then.
130.
I don't know if it'll do that. Will it let you put that in? 130.
It literally doesn't.
No.
It's beyond 255, it can't understand. We've done 30. Let's go 60, see where we go.
There we go. I have literally just tuned this to 60% of something. I don't know what was it? Boost pressure?
Yeah, the boost controller, yeah.
What's the stock boost pressure then?
It doesn't work like that because as stock, it all works on the load limiters. So it doesn't actually work as an amount of boost. It works as an amount of air allowed in the cylinder, which I know is a load of rubbish.
Based on the other one at 30%, giving it what, 15, 16 horsepower, which wasn't amazing. This is probably going to be about what, 325, 30?
Yeah, but you say that, that's why I said, what is the base boost pressure? Because if the base boost pressure is around 25%, you turn it up by 5%, you've got it by 30 more percent.
It might be a lot more then.
So Mark, the owner of Awesome GTI, you had one of these, what, 10 years ago?
Yeah, about that, yeah.
How much horsepower did it make?
424.
424. So, we need to at least beat 424, and at the moment we're on 311.
Right, well there's a long way to go then, isn't there?
Don't look.
Right? Your face didn't really change a great deal.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I think it's done 2 horsepower less.
No.
That's saying 305. And he doesn't look happy. What's going on with this?
This is going to be a long night, this, isn't it?
Did it go down 2 horsepower, or was I seeing things then?
I mean, I think we're seeing things, Lee. It's clear to me that the N75, which is the boost control valve, is not doing what we're asking it to do.
Okay.
So, despite us inputting 30 and then 60,
Yeah.
and there being no difference between the two,
Yeah.
there could be a difference in the first runs because
Yeah.
we also changed the load limiters and stuff. So,
Okay.
it hasn't closed the throttle and things like that. So, I have a funny feeling that our good friend Tabby may have left the N75 valve unplugged
Okay.
in order to ensure that you had no boost.
I vaguely remember this.
Right?
That one is what we would call a mechanical issue.
We are seeing better things. That is 340 horsepower. Ben's controlling the telly in there. Where are we? 340 horsepower we're at. And we're 464.67 newton meters. And that graph actually is looking much more like it. And just as the Dominoes have arrived, we've done another run. What did you say? 384. 384 horsepower up to and just over 500 newton meters. That graph doesn't look too bad. I don't know what all this is about at the end here. I'm not too sure, but we are definitely going in the right direction. I did notice that one of the runs, Ben, the torque went absolutely through the roof.
Yes.
We dialed that in a little bit.
I went 50% N75 low down.
Okay.
Just too much for it.
Yeah.
So for the moment, I've lowered that back down to 35.
Okay.
And I'm tapering up to 50 at the red line.
So I've just come out of the dyno cell now. It looks like the car's misfiring a little bit, which is weird. It's got brand new injectors and it's got an uprated high pressure fuel pump. The low pressure fuel pump's still stock, but apparently that's good for 400 plus horsepower anyway. So Tabby's just arrived and he's stealing me Dominoes by the looks of this. What's this here? You've come here to help, not eat me pizza. It's not lambs, eh?
Not knocking, yes, it's not fueling, it's not knocking. We've definitely got a misfire. We don't really know why. Boost is not high at all, 1.6 bar maximum at the moment. We have cracked 400 horsepower, we're at 404. You'll be pleased to hear, but it's just not smooth.
So now Tabby's going to have the spark plugs out and check the what? You checking the gappage? Yes. The good news is we're now at 400 horsepower. That's the good news, but as you can see, it's not happy about it. So it's a very unhappy 400 horsepower.
And you can't beat the 424. See you later.
Right, are we done then, Mark?
Yeah, see you later.
See you in a bit then, Jack.
I know for an absolute fact you would not allow a car to go anywhere near the exit doors with a graph that looks like that. May or may not be this, we have no idea, but we're checking through things anyway to try and suss out what it is. But he's closed the gap up on the spark plugs anyway by, what did you just say, Tab? 0.2 of a mil?
0.02.
Okay.
Very small, like a soldier eating a side.
As you can see, that is 11:15 at night, and we've give up. We're going to go home. Next morning, we have flashed a new file onto that. We're going to start injecting fuel slightly earlier, thus meaning there's going to be more fuel in the cylinder when it goes bang, and hopefully it stops the misfires. It seems that the misfire is only coming from cylinder 1. That's the cylinder that we had the 100 PSI compression loss on, and that's worrying. We're going to put coil pack 1 into coil pack 4. We'll swap 1 and 3 over, and have a look now, see if the problem moves on the spark plug to a different cylinder though, as the one that the coil pack's going in. So Tabby, aka the Grim Reaper, has literally just said, if the fault moves to 2, it's the plug. If the fault moves to 3, it's the coil pack. If the fault stays as 1, we're doomed. I found out what the problem is. So he's misfiring cylinder 1.
Right.
Right, the penny will drop in a minute.
Right.
Remove the spark plug from cylinder 1.
Hold on 1 second. I don't care how much horsepower it made.
404 with a misfire. So we're into
With a misfire?
Yeah.
Yeah, and low boost as well, isn't it?
Very low boost.
Very low boost.
So he's going to do 450 with
Easy.
without the misfire.
We hope so, don't we?
I think the injectors
That's
will...
why you're here, mate.
Is that it?
This is why we've got him here.
Exactly.
450.
Well, we'll see.
That's going to be amazing.
It's still not understood.
He said 450, he said it.
He still hasn't understood as to why it was actually misfiring in the first place.
I'm not like into the engines and stuff. I just like driving them.
It's just like driving them, yeah, with a misfire. So
That's the broken one.
that's our problem. Hold that.
No, it's hot.
In with the new coil pack.
So this is the technical side of him.
It's
He
in.
doesn't need like the tool to put it back in, it's just his fist.
She felt clean. That was a nice, smooth little run up then. Wasn't a proper one, but there was no sort of coughing and spluttering or struggling. Sounds perfect. So, well, I basically fixed it again. Do you know what I mean? There's no end, is there? Let's be honest. Okay, if you're wondering why I've got this top on, I've just done a thumbnail. And in true Evil GT style, I'm literally getting eyes burnt into the side of my head here by Mr. Bossman. Because in true Evil GT style, we've broken his dyno.
I can't even discuss it or talk.
Did they have any good dynos where this one came from? So we're going to go to Performance M, which is the old Awesome GTI, and get on their dyno instead, because we know that's fine. Back to familiar territory, the old faithful dyno. We have ran many a car on this bad boy. Ignore the Performance M stickers, we're all about Awesome today, even though technically we are now in Performance M, hence all the BMWs. We're now running into fueling problems. Fuel pressure relief valve, we have uprated that, but we haven't done anything with a low pressure fuel pump.
The other thing we can do is drill out the feed to the high pressure pump.
We could drill out the
just to give
feed.
us that a little bit more. But the low pressure pump is still dropping pressure, so we'll just have to see where we get to.
Okay, we're gonna drill that out, make it a bit bigger, get some more fuel into that, and hopefully we're gonna be good.
Yeah, that's it. Whatever you just said. In the world of Awesome GTI, if a customer asks for this, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just drill straight through that. That's what size it is now, and it's going to 5 mil.
If you were to bought a complete pump from like Lover or someone like that, it'll come pre-drilled.
You're trying to say I've not done it properly.
I'm not saying you've not done it properly, but
It's exactly what it's saying. Exactly what it's saying.
So you're saying this is the last ditch attempt of getting decent over 400 horsepower before we have to start changing other stuff?
yeah,
Yeah, right.
that's pretty much where we're at.
Right, so let's hope this works, and then we don't have to spend any more money on engine components, and it makes 420 horsepower. Is that about right? 420.
I think 420 is non-achievable without the other components, but over 400 should be.
So we've done 7 runs, 399.77. Cannot believe it.
Well, listen, it's still not there.
One more run.
Can you put your foot all the way to the floor this time?
Oh, you want it right at the bottom?
Yeah,
do you?
yeah.
Right. I've been accused of that before.
See, I said to you, didn't I?
I just pressed my foot all the way down.
All the way down.
I get it now.
You know what I mean?
13 years I've been doing this, and you know.
So listen, just before we take it out for a drive, now it's at 400 horsepower, I just need to say thank you so much to Awesome GTI, to Mark Ash, to Ben at Racing Line OEM Plus for tuning the car for us as well. Tabby, we all stayed late last night till like 11 o'clock trying to get everything boxed off, so thank you very much to the guys. Thanks to Performance M for letting us lend their dyno because we broke Awesome's. Thanks to everyone. And obviously if you want a VAG car doing, if you want a BMW doing, anything like that, make sure you check these guys out.
That is it on the dyno, 403. It's great on the dyno, but what does it feel like on the road in the rain?
Feel like? What do you reckon it's going to feel? It's chucking it down as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
What a miserable day.
Well, it is Manchester, isn't it? So, anyway, I think this is going to be amazing. There's the McCann, freshly wrapped.
Looking good.
There you go. Ultimate Customs. again. Have you got windscreen wipers here?
Oh yeah.
Is that like
There you
something
go.
else?
Optional extra that.
It sounds amazing.
It's angry, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's angry, yeah. I know it's got 400 horsepower now, but it's the sound for me. That sounds really good.
It does sound good.
Very angry.
The traction control's on. Oh, my ABS light's gone off. That's good.
Even though the videos have only been on YouTube for 4 months-ish, it's actually it's taken about 6 months for buying the car. We bought the car in December last year, and what we're in now, June. Is it 6 months well spent? What do you reckon?
Is 6 months well spent or £20,000 well spent?
Both.
6 months and £20,000. I think at the end of the day, we started off this project, didn't we, wanting to only spend £10,000, seeing if we could spend £10,000 for 400 horsepower.
Yeah, well, we spent £10,000. We spent it twice.
We have, yeah. I think this is good. This. We could have literally just got the engine fixed, tuned it, and left it alone. Left everything else as it was: the brakes, the suspension, subframe, paint, wheels, tyres, everything. But we just wanted to create something that was really, really good. And I'm glad I did now, because who'd want 400 horsepower with like a...
hold on a minute. He's glad he did.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I'll give him. I'll give you the fact that you've done quite a lot of the recent work on your own.
Yeah.
But who did this ceiling? I took all the paint off the ceiling.
Ceiling?
Yeah, the ceiling.
It's not in your house.
I did all that on my own, and I've got the video proof. So I've done 25% of this car. Are you giving me that?
Yeah, I'll give you that. To be fair, it was a joint effort. You were there. You've edited the videos. Thanks very much. Although you've not been in many of them. Are you going to do something about that now? Anyway, you're going to come and join me or what?
Yeah, I'll come back for a bit. Well, that's if we actually get off this little road test, because this car now in the rain, I mean, only 400 horsepower, because you've got to say that in this day and age, only 403 horsepower, which is not a lot, but I don't think it needs any more. That definitely doesn't need any more horsepower than that. I mean,
that had no troubles. Where's my traction control button? ESP. There we go.
well, yeah, this is fun now.
That's mad. And the only thing is, I did notice whilst it was on the dyno, the engine moves a lot. I thought it got uprated engine mounts, but I don't think it has. So I think we're going to get little inserts and try and stop the bounce.
Right. Well, I think it's time for me to have a go now.
Oh God. This is where, it was fun while it lasted, this is where it's going to get broken. So the last time Lee drove this was on the Welsh road trip, and although we thought it had got like 200 horsepower, it had actually got 300. But I'm a little bit worried as to exactly how this is going to go.
Let's see how many gears we can have it spinning in.
There's 1, 2, 3.
A little bit.
Bit of traction in 4th. I reckon if you're higher up in the rev range there, you'd have got that spinning in 4th again.
Yeah, I didn't want to set fire to the tyres. Oh, wow, I don't think the traction off is the best thing to do.
No.
You always think rear wheel drive cars are the best for fun, but I think front wheel drive cars are equally as fun.
Definitely.
Because at least with front wheel drive cars, it's not trying to properly kill you because the back end's not trying to, it's just dragging you along, right?
Yeah.
So this is...
It's a bit more controllable fun, this, isn't it? Dickhead. Straight across the roundabout rather than round it. DK61 GKL. I thought we were driving around like helmets. This is fucking mental. What are we saying?
This is a right laugh, this. I mean, we're gonna have no tyres left in this way, but this is fun. This is the Seat version of the launch control. It's mental, this.
Back there is Goodyear Eagle F1 Super Sports.
Yeah, back there.
That we can, we've left a little bit of them back there. I think we've created what we could only consider to be a right laugh here.
Well, obviously at 400 horsepower, it's not a monster, but it's a little mini monster, I think. It's like, it's good.
tell you what.
We're actually getting a bit of heat in the tyres.
We are, we're getting some good grips, considering, by the way, look at this. It is chucking it down. So there we go, that is it. Off we go. That car sounds unbelievable. I can't believe what we've created. An absolute monster. £20,000, yes, and let's be honest, we could have probably done similar power, cheaper, but what that's become now is an absolutely epic car. But if you've enjoyed this video, thank you very much for watching it. If you've not already subscribed, please subscribe. There are loads more projects that we'll do with this. We're going to take it out on a road trip at some point, probably take it with the Focus RS Mark II. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one.